Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of this wonderful year of 2021. Now, I would start this little video presentation by blowing your minds and dismantling effortlessly the universally accepted ideas of your period, but I imagine some of you cling to them with some affection, so bless your hearts, I'd rather not. Besides, it would take going into some of my more abstract mathematical lectures, and I think that would fly over your head like these wondrous aeroplanes of your time. So I will merely, as I want to do, skip to the exciting part. I am a time traveller. Sort of a middle-class way of saying time holiday, really. I can travel forward, backward, sideways if the mood takes me, all with the use of a machine of my own inventing, a time machine, if you will. Beautiful little number. Just upgraded the decals last week, actually. Now, I imagine some of you won't believe me, of course, but that's your prerogative, isn't it? But if you do, after this little video log, deem this some dream of fantastical imagination, then I can only suggest that you treat it as a speculative fictional piece and extract what value you may from the entertainments. Now, as a time traveller, I've had a few adventures in time, as you might imagine, and a particular one of my first, left a deep impression upon me. I went into the far-flung future and saw what you might consider the culmination of class divisions of my period. The human race had divulged into two subspecies. There was the upper-class, above-ground wankers, a bunch of toffs frolicking around through National Trust sites wearing some sort of sustainable monsoon kit, and this was contrasted by the underclass of working troglodytes that lived underground and had menial little ugly lives of labour. Anyway, long story short, I started thinking, once I got to the period where you could watch Butterfly Effect, that gave me ideas, and I started thinking, well, there's no reason to settle for such a bleak future. So I thought I would run a few experiments of trial and error, go back, see what I can affect, and see how that changes the future, maybe hope for something better. If you're unfamiliar with the butterfly effect, the gist of it is that the slightest of adjustments in the past could result in a completely unrecognisable present, or future, however you want to look at it. I think the allegory comes from if a butterfly farts in Budapest in the 1700s, then a man in 2004 might wear sandals with socks or some other such catastrophe. But there's no real way of linking them, you see. It's beyond the chronological cartography of our capabilities. So that's why I thought, well, I'll come to 2021. Got the internet, I can stick up a little video log of my results, changing things, and see how it goes, maybe create a little map. You probably won't know this, but in the future, historians will describe 2020 as the golden year, seen as an unprecedented year of peace and prosperity. I'm sure you know it was wonderful, but you probably don't know that it actually served as a turning point for humanity and civilization itself, and was the end of all such things as wars and fights and other such things. Only real threat that year was that whole virus business. You probably don't remember that. Just before the year 2019, I believe, there was a nasty little virus cropped up in China, but as you can imagine, with our developed communications in this day and age, we had a global cooperation to deal with it and quickly contained the contagion before anyone could even get that ill. So no loss of life, it was dealt with swiftly and we all moved on. course, also brings the wonderful internet, as I'm using now, which, as you'll know, is a bastion of respectful, tolerant communication and sharing of ideas and other such things. And the only problem is, it seems that being as popular as it is, obviously, a lot of email addresses seem to be taken. It's, hold on. Right, you're kidding me. Even that's taken. Right, give me a minute. It won't seem like any time at all to you, but I'm just going to go back, try and free up this email. Right, sorry. Let me just re-enter here. Had a bit of a journey, but I should have freed up this username now. There we are, beautiful. Let me just cover the screen now, because I'll be entering my password. I'll put something anachronistic that no one will guess. It's actually a curse word in about 1,000 years. Right, that's strange. It's now asking for my phone number, recovery email address, date of birth, and gender. As I recall, Google didn't ask for this stuff. It seems fairly invasive, but there we go. I better keep the screen covered when I do this, but let's see. Just enter this stuff. Yeah, hopefully me going back and freeing up that username didn't have any dangerous effects. Choose personalization settings. Why on earth would you want to personalize your email? Surely you're barely using it. It's just a sort of emergency thing, isn't it? Oh, what the hell's this? Bloody hell, how much is it here? This does not bode well. Well, let's continue, see if this works. Well, tell you what, the internet hasn't got any faster. Alright, there we go. Smart features. God, the amount of things they seem to have to email, you'd think people were using it every week. What kind of future have I created? Yeah, reload. Okay, right, well, that seems to have worked. Let's get on Twitter, because that's always been a place for, here we go, unbiased news and tell you exactly what's going on with no fuss. They've changed the icon, some sort of harpy. Let's sign up here. Oh, bloody hell, they're asking for more now. Again, they want your phone, date of birth. Right, I'll cover this again, but right, the year for your date of birth, they give a drop-down list, and it only goes to 1900. I certainly hope I haven't created some sort of reality where people aren't living anything past 120 years. It's a fairly bleak concept. It is always worrying what you've changed when you go back. I wouldn't have thought freeing up that username did much, but apparently a lot hinged on it, because the first time I tried to do it, came back to a future where Beyonce was a white supremacist, so hopefully I've avoided anything as bad as that. I can put up with a few more information required when signing up to accounts. Just hope it's not some full-blown tech dystopia I've created. Anyway, let's enter our stuff here. Customise your experience. No thanks. Right. Bloody hell. Alright, I've got to do a verification code. Hold on. Let's go back to the email. I don't know why this is necessary. Why would anybody try to use someone else's Twitter account? Surely a waste of their time. They could be using it for much more enjoyable things. Right. Don't want a profile picture. Skip the bio. No, thank you. What are you interested in? This is none of your business. What's all this? Marvel Universe, DC Extended Universe. Well, maybe if I've changed the present, at least it's somewhere that seems to accept parallel universes. That'll probably make my video log more believable. Who to follow? Who the hell's Elon Musk? It's got to be a parody account known as that name. Piers Morgan, that I do know. That's the village idiot they found rolling around in his own feces. I'm glad he's still entertaining. Rob Brydon, I believe that's the Prime Minister of Wales, isn't it? Dwayne Johnson as well. So we got the President. Alright. Seems like I haven't changed too much for the worse. Let's get back. Oh, I don't want notifications. That sounds annoying. Right, here we are. Former First Minister Alex Salmond launches new political party to... Okay, some negatives to this new timeline I've created, but let's just see what we've got here. See what's going on. Still got to explore. We can see our news. Hold on. What's this at the top? We've got COVID-19. Why would you still talk about the virus? Oh. Right. Oh, this is Woking all over again. Oh, no. Oh, you're kidding me. We didn't stop the bloody virus? That's mental. Why is there a picture of Boris Johnson? He's nothing to do with politics, surely. Right, okay, this is looking rather bleak. I don't think we can necessarily blame any particular person for causing this. Well, this is exactly why I'm doing these video logs, to show my results of my experiments in the butterfly effect business. I'm sure, you know what, I can nip back, I can fix whatever I cocked up, and I'll come back and we've got rid of that virus and everything will be fine again. I'll do a little bit of research, see just how much things have got messed up in the universe. I mean, I'm sure we still have mostly a utopia with wonderful healthcare and welfare and everything to keep people, living in somewhat respectful equality and all that kind of tolerance. God, I hope we're not still using capitalism. That would be a turn up for the books. Right, well, I better do some world research and see what I can change in the past, get us back to normal. In a jiffy, I'll have us back on the right timeline. In fact, you probably won't even hear this because we'll get back on the right timeline. And this one will be a thing of the past or future or present, however you want to see it. Right, let me change a few things and see what I can fix.